Hello guys, welcome to the Driver channel. So in today's video, we are going to be talking about this bull market scalping strategy, and of course, you should have known that when I talk about a strategy, I've already used the strategy to take trade and make some money. Okay, so today alone we have already made over $800 plus profit trading this bull market strategy. Okay, and we took a trade on crash and on boom as well. So this is to show you guys this strategy works on boom and crash. So we are going to be talking about how the strategy works, and I'm going to also show you guys the settings for the strategy. Okay, so hey traders, today's video is sponsored by SNS Broker, your instant and most reliable broker to start trading. And this broker is very reliable, and you can start trading any type of instruments, including forex, indices, crypto, energies, and all type of instruments you can see in this forex market. And this broker, you can start trading it with just $1. Okay, if you have small accounts, if you have small money, you can start trading with this broker with just $1, and you can have partners without no transaction fees, any type, and we are going to have 2,000 spread. Okay, and this broker will pass some discount if you sign up with them. Okay, so if you want to get started, the link is going to be in the description video, so you can check it out and get started with this broker. Let's get started with the video. Okay, so the first thing we are going to be talking about is the settings. And how do we get settings? We go to this top right here to add our indicator up. So when we click on this, it's going to direct us to where we are going to be adding our indicator. So the first indicator is the moving average, and how do we add this up? We click on this mean chart F plus. So when you click on it, this is the first parameters for the moving average. Now the period is 20, the shift is 2, method is exponential, apply to close, and for the style, use any color of your choice and click on to save. Okay, so that is the 4 settings we need for the strategy. Now moving on to the next indicator, which is the stochastic oscillator. And how do we add this up? We click on this F plus again, we search for stochastic oscillator, and we have to set the stochastic oscillator as we are looking at it right here. We don't really need the parameters. What we need is the levels. Now the levels, we need the 10 and the 10 and 90 levels, and use any color of your choice. Then go back and click on save. Now once you add the stochastic oscillator up, it's going to be on your indicator window 1. Now the next indicator is the moving average, and now the way I add this up again, we click on this indicator window 1 F plus, we search for MACD, and this is the parameter. Now this parameter has to be as MACD default. What we need to change is the style. Use any style of your choice and click on save. So that is the settings for the MACD. Now moving on to the next indicator, which is the moving average, and add we add this up, we click on this F plus again, we search for moving average, and this is the parameters. Now the period is 3, shift is 2, method is exponential, apply to previous indicators data, and the style, use any color of your choice. Just make sure that it matches your main chart in the main chart style, and then click on save. So that is the settings we are going to be using for this strategy right here. So if you use the same color that we used, your chart is going to look like this. Okay, just make sure you use any color of your choice, and make sure your chart look exactly as you are looking at it right here. Okay, so now let's talk about how the strategy works. Okay, so here we are going to be using this recent trade as an example for you guys, so you guys can know how to use this strategy. Okay, so firstly, when we are taking a trade with this strategy, we always want to focus on some few things, which are the first thing we focus on is the MACD. Okay, is the MACD. It has to come straight to the 10 levels of the stochastic oscillator, which is very important. So when it comes to the 10 levels of the stochastic oscillator, we also want to see the crossover to happen between the lines, okay, which is the MACD line and the moving average line. The crossover has to happen between them. So once the crossover happens, then we look into our main chart. It's very simple. What are we looking for on our main chart? Now this trade that is right here, we open the trade too early because we know that the price have already created multiple spike. Okay, so we already know that this trade is going to move. That's why we enter from this trade right here, and you can see the trade is keep on running in profit. Okay, so if we are still holding the trade, we should make a lot of money. But with this strategy, we only focus on catching 10 to 20 candles, and if you count this candle right here, it's going to be up to 15 to 20 candles. So that is very important and how you are using the strategy. Okay, so this is the confirmation you use when you want to take a trade with this strategy. Now the first thing you want to see is a candle breaking above the moving average, which is very important as well. So you want to see a candle breaking above the moving average. Once you break above the moving average with this candle right here, then the next thing you are going to do is to wait for another 3 candles, which is very, very important as well. So this is candle, the first candle, the second one, and the third one. Now for your entry should be at this candle right here. So that is where your entry should be. So you take your trade from here. You are anticipating to cut 10 to 20 candles and then close your positions. Okay, so that's how we take a trade with the strategy. And for the zoom level, when you zoom out completely, you zoom in twice. That is the level we use for this strategy. Okay, so let's go to boom, and I'm going to show you guys the trade that we took here on boom as well. And you can see the trade is still running as well. So let's see you guys how we take a trade with this strategy. Firstly, and most important thing is that we want to always see the MACD at the uh at the 90 levels, which is very important. You can see the MACD at the 90 levels right here. So when you see that the MACD is at the 90 levels, we want to see a cross happens between the moving average, between the lines. Okay, the MACD line and the moving average line. We want to see the crossover to happens between them. So once we see this crossover, then that is when we are now going to be looking to our main chart to look for an entry. Now I missed this trade right here. I should enter something around this area, but I eventually not in the chart when the price is moving, but I end up open the trade right here, and you can see we was able to make our money. Now this is how you enter our trade using this strategy. Now you enter your trade. This is the candle that was responsible for the break, and this is the candle you're going to enter your trade from. Now what can you see right here? We can see that we have a spike right here. Now as long as this the spike does not move below the last candle that was responsible for the break, a setup is still valid. And what can you see right here? You can see that the price eventually moved into our direction and was able to make money. It's very simple and it's very straightforward. Okay, so that's how we use the strategy to take a trade. It's very simple, and I hope you guys find this video helpful. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and turn on post notification anytime we post new strategy. You guys will be aware. Thank you guys. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.